You got good news for me today?
All right, Coach. Oh.
Huh?
I'm ready to learn.
That's pretty good. Mom and Dad on their way over?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're going to talk a little bit about that, okay?
Yes.
You got a plan?
I got plans.
You going to do gap a little bit?
Yeah.
So Solomon's father's flying down here to have a cup of coffee with me. You should probably come to that meeting.
That'd be nice. Do you anticipate when it might be?
Yeah, it's going to be February 1st or 2nd.
So how long have you known the coach?
About a couple months now.
Couple of months?
Yes.
What do you think of him?
Hey, he's a pretty good coach. I know that.
Okay.
Coach Jimmy, best coach you'll ever have.
That's it. What's your name?
My name's Kenny.
The whole name?
Oh, Kenny Jenkins.
Kenny Jenkins?
Yes.
Okay, very good. We try to keep a record of things.
Okay.
So you haven't been to the DR yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's where the real workout happens, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 17.
17?
17 years old.
You know, there's a million things I'd like to say. So, so when we're developing a baseball player, one of the questions is, well, what are you teaching him? And what's the program like? How long does the program take? So, there's many ways to answer that question. There's no short answer. But let's suppose that Kenny was the best baseball player in the United States in college, and he won the Hickok Award. And the New York Yankees came along, or the Florida Marlins came along and drafted him in the #1 spot. They would be giving him about $6, $7, $8 million as the #1 player in the country. And they would be welcoming him into the organization, saying, Kenny, you are unbelievable. We think the future of you. We just think you're incredible. So once you come to the stadium, sign some autographs for the kids, meet everybody. We're going to introduce you to everybody. We're going to do a little promo segment for TV. And the limo is going to drop you off. We're going to have a nice buffet lunch, and you're going to sign autographs. And when you're all done, we're going to give you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And we're going to put you on a bus. And we're going to send you to Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you work really hard, and you get up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning and work out in the gym, and you spend 12, 14 hours a day on the field, and you listen to everything we tell you to do, and you study really hard, we might be able to bring you back to Marlin Stadium in about 4 years. But we have a lot of things we need to teach you before you can come back to Marlin Stadium. Because you're going to be playing against men. In college, you were playing against boys. Major leagues, you're going to be playing against men that have families. And they're not going to want you to take their money away from them. And even though you're really good, they're smarter than you are. They've got a lot of tricks, and they're going to make you fail. We don't want you to fail, so we have to teach you how to handle yourself in that type of level of environment. So it's going to take us, you're the best player in the country. It's going to take us at least 3 years. 3.5 is about the average. Some players take 5 years to make it up. Bryce Harper is 27, 28 years old. He's about to sign his first big contract. Machado, same way. Okay? So we're going to put you in about 120 games a year. You're going to get about 3 or 4 at-bats a day. That's going to be about 500, 600 at-bats per season. And we're going to give you about 1,800 at-bats so you can start figuring out how to hit a ball. Okay? So we wish you luck. Come on up. We're going to sign some autographs right now. You like lobster? You like steak? What do you like? We're going to go get something to eat right now. Okay? And he's the best player in the United States, and we just gave him $7 million. Now, his twin brother, or his cousin, is the best football player in the United States, and he won the Heisman Trophy. And he's going to get $7 million too. And we're going to bring him to lunch, and we're going to do a big spread. And when it's all over, we're going to tell them, don't you go nowhere, because you're the backup quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. And if that boy gets hurt, you're in. In 10 minutes, you could be the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. In 10 minutes. You have to be ready in 10 minutes. So you're going to sleep, eat, and breathe and have lunch with the quarterback, but you got to be ready to go. And you're going to be in pads on opening day. You're going to be holding the clipboard, you're going to have a headphone on, but you're going to be 5 minutes away from coming in. And if he slows down a little bit in practice, you just might be the starting quarterback on opening day. And that's the difference between baseball and football. So our program is designed to prepare him to get him to that step. A good high school program, good college program is going to take 4 years. He needs 4 years of college-type baseball to get ready to do the 4 years of pro baseball. That's 7 years. We got a lot of work to do. You ready to go to work? You said you were ready. You said something to me today. What did you say?
I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready to learn.
Okay, here we go. All right? So that'll give you a little bit of an overview of what we're up against, okay? So there's quite a bit of components in the program. Our program exists of there's many layers in our program, and they have to become accomplished at each level. So what we're going to work on right now is we call the Coach K portion of our hitting program. Coach K was our senior hitting instructor here for years. Coach K was drafted by the Detroit Tigers, coached for high school baseball in Massachusetts for 40 years. He's in 3 baseball Hall of Fames. And he was a Major League Baseball envoy hitting instructor, and Easton Magazine also named him Master Hitting Instructor. Each year, once a year, for the last 15 years, Easton and College Baseball Magazine collaborate and award one coach in the country. There are hundreds of thousands of coaches to get that award. There's been about 15 awards given, and Coach K was one of those men. So I'm going to teach him some of Coach K's techniques today. All right? So Coach K was very big on wrist hitting. By the way, Coach K learned his hitting from the infamous Ted Williams. As a young boy in baseball camp in Massachusetts, Harvey, Coach Krupnick, became very close friends with Ted Williams many, many years ago. And they both went on the speaking circuit and the hitting circuit later together as friends. Okay? So we're going to work on some of Coach K's stuff. So go ahead and grab that short bat there. And one of our first drills we're going to do, we're going to use this line right here, and you're going to put your feet over here, okay? And whenever we do hitting, we're always squaring our feet. It's the very first thing that we do. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to put a little ground force down, and that's going to lower our butt. And that creates an athletic position. So whether we're playing soccer, hockey, basketball, volleyball, we're in a ready position. If I'm going to teach you how to play tennis to receive the serve, you're going to have your feet square, your knees are going to push down, your bread's going to be there, and you're going to be in a nice posture position. Now we go into a hitting position. Now we go into a fielding position, okay? So it's an athletic position, all right? So we're going to start with our toes on the mat here. We're going to use this white line, and I want this bat to follow the white line, okay? I want the bat head. I don't want the bat head to go offline, and I'm going to do that controlling it with my fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this arm to stay straight. This is my lead hand. This is the hand that finds the ball. Our bottom hand is our lead hand. Our lead hand, our bottom hand finds the ball. So we're going to place the bat down in the center of our body with our arms straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to manipulate the bat so it comes straight back up over that line, dead center, 90 degrees to the ground, without my elbow bending. My elbow is not going to bend. I'm using my fingers and my wrist and gravity and momentum to control the bat. All right? Now when you do your top hand, there's going to be a little bit of flex in the elbow because of the way the joints are set up. But we're letting that bat come down like a helicopter blade, and we're going to try to pick up energy and speed at the bottom, the opposite of the apex. It picks up speed and it brings it right back up. Okay? Then when we do it with the other hand, we're going to do it the same way, and it's going to flip. The arm stays straight, the elbow stays straight, the body stays square. We're simply using gravity and our fingers and our wrists and the weight of the bat, and the body in motion tends to stay in motion. and we're controlling the bat head. Because when we go later on and swing the bat, we're going to use those same wrist action to bring the bat through quick and smooth. Okay? So the beginning of the drill starts right here. Good. And we're going to bring that arm down the center of the body. Go ahead. Feel how it's not coming up quite all the way yet. He hasn't learned how to use those fingers to manipulate the bat, but this is going to happen very quickly. Let it come, let it come, let it come, let it come. Snap it, snap it. Let that motion come on back up. You're going to square up your posture a little bit. Let your body relax a little bit. Get the tension out of your body. Let your body relax. No tension in the body. All right, we'll go ahead and the other hand. Good job. And we're going to bring that arm straight down the center of the body. Good, so now we're going to go to a slightly larger bat, because eventually we have to handle quite a large instrument. Eventually he'll be doing this with a 31, 32, 33. Make sure that barrel head stays right on the white line. And now we're going to go to a slightly larger bat. And this is what we call gradients. We're using step-by-step process where it gets more difficult as we go through the steps and the levels, and we call them gradients. One of the problems with most coaches is they start off with too steep of a gradient. Now that decelerates and stunts development, and it slows down confidence. So we spoon feed, we feed the baby nice and smooth, and then pretty soon we kind of letting him do it, and all of a sudden, we're at cotillion class. But we don't start with cotillion. We start with little plastic feeders. It's just a gradient. Try to get that back on the strip. Watch your face now. As the back gets longer, it's going to come up and whack you in the face, so be careful. Alright, so now we're going to put a weight on this bat. This is called the jacket, by the way. Okay, so now we're going to put a little extra weight on it. Same size bat, but with a little bit more weight. And those knees. Now this is something he can do at home, practicing 2-3 days a week. There are 4 levels of learning. The first level of learning is finding out that you don't even know that you don't know something. You never heard of it before. You're totally unaware that you should know how to do something. Then as you start to accumulate some information and a little bit of confidence, the first level is called, I can't remember what the first level is called, unconscious incompetence. You are unconscious of the fact that you're incompetent. You don't even know that you're incompetent. Okay? As he gets into the second level now, he becomes conscious of the fact that he's incompetent and he's trying to make adjustments. He's conscious of the fact that he doesn't know how to do it perfectly, and so he's attempting to do it, and he's thinking his way through it, and he's adjusting and pushing and trying. As he becomes better at it, he'll become competent, but he still needs to think about it. So now he's at stage 3, level 3, phase 3, which is called conscious competence. And these 4 stages, these 4 phases of learning apply to everything in life, no matter what you're doing. So he's starting to approach level 3, where he's consciously competent. I can do this if I'm conscious of what I'm doing and I focus on it. We're going to do this so many times, and we're going to do it so well, and we're going to practice it so often, that he's going to become unconsciously competent, which is the final phase of learning. You are totally competent at it. You don't have to think about it. When you brush your teeth, you know how to brush your teeth, and you're not focusing on it. You're thinking about work. You're thinking about your checking account. You're thinking about what you're cooking for breakfast. You have no focus on brushing your teeth, but you're doing it quite well because you've been doing it for quite a while. So we're in a day and age now where our 10, 11, 12-year-olds are at level 4 on iPhones and iPads, and us older people are still at level 3. So if you need your cell phone fixed or your computer fixed, find a 10, 11, 12-year-old, okay, because they are unconsciously competent. All right, so now we're going to move to a heavier bat. This gets a little bit more difficult now. You got a lot more weight, okay? Don't hit yourself in the head. And you can see he's made great progress here in just 5 minutes. He's controlling a much heavier bat right now, and he's doing quite well with it. Okay, try that other hand. All right, good. So now when we go to hit a baseball, we might be hitting a curveball down here, or we might be hitting a high fastball. So now we're going to work on a different plane. We're going to work on a horizontal plane with the bat coming through here, and we're going to be doing the same drill with the wrists, and we're going to bring the bat flat through like a helicopter blade. And we're going to spin the bat through with our wrists. The elbow is just going to move just a hair. So we have a bone, and a bone, and when this bone moves, it becomes one bone. Bam! And we snap it right through. So there's a slight movement with the elbow, and then we're using the same wrist action, and we're bringing the helicopter blade right through the ball. We're bisecting the ball, and we're staying flat. Now, what's going to happen with a heavier bat, if you don't do it right, the bat's going to start going up in the air. So we want to keep this bat right flat through, using your fingers, okay? Spread your feet. Always feet, knees, butt. Feet, knees, butt. Athletic position. Now we're going to take this, we're going to make this easy. We're going to bring this up at that level. The bat's going to stay on this level, and you're going to bring it through, keep it on the same level. And this wrist, the elbow's going to come back. Keep it flat. The tendency is for the bat to come up or down. You're going to control that with your arm and your hands. Higher, a little higher. And Again, these are drills that he needs to do all the time. So now we're going to try it with the backside arm. Okay? And on the backside arm, we're coming from the shoulder here. And it's right out here. Right off the shoulder. Bang, it comes right through. Okay? So we teach each hand independently how to handle the bat. Then we put them together as a unit. Then the hands and the arms go together with the body and the torso. So we've got to teach each part of the body what its role is going to be. And then synchronize the activity. The worst thing that we could do would be to give him the bat that he's going to use in a game and throw baseballs at him and try to teach him how to hit. That would be the worst thing we could do to a hitter. That would be the slowest way to teach somebody how to hit. Unfortunately, it happens to be the predominant method within the industry with most coaches. Now, you can do is you can turn your backside because you're at this point of the swing, right? That side's going to turn in, right? It's going to be up in here. Gotta get it out a little bit forward, a little bit more extension out in this direction. Out here. Bring it out up higher. Keep it flat. Don't let it ride up and down. Okay? So you get the feel for that. So now we're going to bring both hands together on the same drill. So we're going to turn. We always turn first before we hit the ball. We don't swing and then turn. The torso is going to deliver the bat. So this is a check swing position, okay? And from here, we're going to use both hands. Send it through, okay? Turn that backside. That backside has to turn. We're starting to get both hands working together now on the correct plane. Now we can take that same drill and we'll bring it into a finished position. So we're going to take that same drill and we're going to snap through the ball and then we're going to finish. So we're going to snap and finish. Drive through the ball, cut it in half, and finish. Come through the ball and finish. Come over this way just a little bit. It's snap and finish. Sometimes we will refer to this as a two-piece finish, a two-piece swing. So the swing happens 1, 2. As opposed to just going around the corner with our arm. We don't want our arms going around the corner. We're snapping out, and we're finishing up in here. We're getting up in this position. Okay? How we doing? Keep the bat flat, keep it flat. This finish is looking much better already, right? Okay, now do it all in one piece. Bam, put them both together so you hardly see the seam. So it's a two-piece swing that turns into one. And we'll go to the next size bat up. Wait. Okay. So now we're going to put a little tip on this now. So we're basically going to drive the bottom of the bat towards the ball. So as the ball is coming in, we're going to drive the bottom of the bat towards the ball. Once we flick through, this is going to point to us. Immediately, we're going to point this back at the pitcher. As opposed to getting to this point and allowing this to continue to point at me. I want that bat head to flip through quickly and then pull it through. I want that full revolution over here. I don't want this to be turning slow over here. We're going to make that bat come through very quick. I want you to point the bottom of that back towards the pitcher with a lot of aggression. That's going to make the bat head come through quicker. Quicker. It's got to be out here. You got to make that baby turn. Right? Good job. Nice job. Nice job. Feel good? Feels more comfortable. Looks nice, right? So now we're going to do what's called loop and hammer. And this is really kind of a Latin action. The Cubans and the Dominicans are very, very big on this. Most American coaches didn't understand what they were doing for many years, and they thought it was a flashy thing, but it's not. It's very functional. So the bottom wrist, the bottom hand wrist, if it stays flat through the swing, it creates a circle and a late pivot. So we don't want this bottom wrist to be flat. What we're going to do is we're going to cock that wrist. And what that does is it cocks the head of the bat towards the pitcher. You may have seen lots of major leaguers doing this and wiggling. They're not wiggling and waggling. They're not chasing mosquitoes. That's not a nervous twitch. They're loading up. They're loading up. So now when this comes out, it has a lot of power. It has a lot of power as it comes out. So we're going to start from what we call a loop and hammer position. Okay? So we're going to tuck the bat head towards the pitcher. Now you can start in here if you want, but you're going to get to here. You've got to get into this position before this bat starts to come through. We don't want the bat to go around. We want the bat to pivot and then pivot. So there's two pivot points right there. Play with that for a second. Turn that back foot, back side, always that turns first. So we're gonna start off. Go ahead, you ready? So we're gonna start now in an extreme position. We're gonna get you comfortable with an extreme loop and hammer, and then you will find the most comfortable degree of loop and hammer that works best for you. There are some timing issues related to this. So go ahead and hold the bat there, get ready. We're gonna start off with you holding the bat in this position. That's pretty extreme. you might be in here in the game situation, okay? We're going to put you in an extreme position so that these hands and wrists and everything gets used to working together, okay? So now from here, you're going to drop the bat into here as the body turns, and then you're going to bring it through this way. Okay, so we'll try that again. Ready? So we're going to go into an extreme loop and hammer position. And as you go ahead and you start, the lower body turns first. The bat flips right to this perfect check swing position, establishing a shoulder to bat relationship. We do not want this barrel to go far away from your shoulder. These are kissing cousins. When a player allows that bat to get away from the shoulder, he is losing power, he's losing control. We don't want to lose power and we don't want to lose control. Okay? This is going to promote now a long, slow swing that's very susceptible to being beat by just about anything. Okay? Your only chance is to stay short and tight, stay inside the ball, keep that barrel close to the shoulder for as long as possible until you've selected your target. If the ball's down here, we're going down here. If the ball's up here, we're going up here. Wherever that ball is, you can get it from that position. Okay? So we're going to start off with an extreme loop and hammer. And you're just going to gently kind of get that lower body first, and bring it right back to that position. Then we're going to go to what you've already learned how to do, which is here. Okay? And make sure you finish that swing. Good. So now we're going to bring a live ball in for you off a tee. All right. And you're going to hit the ball off the tee with that same drill. Here we go. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Very good. Good. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? How's that feel?
Pretty good, Coach.
Nice. Not too bad, right?
Not too bad.
It's got power and it's basically effortless. Now this is a very difficult drill. It's doing wonderful. Nice job. All right. So now we're going to go back into a regular swing position, but we will use a modified loop and hammer, which is what you'll use in the game. So go ahead and get ready. And feet knees butt. Feet, knees, butt. And now you're going to get ready. And now we're going to make sure that we set up a little bit of that loop and hammer. We don't want the bat down in here, because that's going to promote the bat going this way. So you can start off in here. Remember R1, R2, and R3, and you get in here a little bit, okay? And we'll find the right angle for you, okay? We'll get you comfortable. It's going to take you a little while to really, this becomes natural. Okay? But we're going to tip this bat towards the pitcher. We're going to cock that wrist. Okay? And then you're going to do your regular swing from there. Okay? Hang tight. Good. So now we're going to put a little motion in the ocean. Watch what I do with my hands here. You can put a ball up for me if you want. Okay. I'm not going to try to hit the ball hard. What I want you to look at is not so much my swing, but I want you to look at what I'm going to do with my hands as I prepare to get into a comfortable, powerful loop and hammer position. Okay? So first I'm going to start my little wrist action down here. Get it warmed up. This is called a waggle. Okay, now I can do a one-hand waggle or I can do a two-hand waggle. Okay? I'm going to come into my relaxing position, get ready for the pitcher. As the pitcher gets ready and he brings his hands together, because he's set now, I'm going to bring my hands out and get ready. Okay? Now as I come up into that position, I'm going to start twitching a little bit. I'm going to start moving a little bit, and each player is a little different how he wants to do this. You're going to find something that fits your personality and your tempo and feel. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to sit still. That locks us up. If you watch a professional boxer, he might not be throwing a punch, but he's getting ready to move. He's getting ready to go. Okay, so you're going to get ready to go. So we're going to put a little motion in your ocean with your hands. Okay? And you're going to find that right spot, and then you're going to load and come through. Okay? So now we're just going to put a little motion on the ocean. We're going backwards, forwards, putting the pieces together. Same way your coach is trying to hand high he teaches. Maybe not? It's very difficult to teach something you don't know. So we're very thankful for all the volunteer coaches and amateur coaches that come out and spend their time. Feet, knees, butt. Little waggle on the bottom, you're good. And you're going to waggle up, give me a little bit, just a little bit more, and you're going to figure out where you want to be. And then you just let it go when you go. Okay? So now this is all you now. You find your correct personality, and you just have a little fun with your wrist there. Overdo it, underdo it, feel what you want to do. Give me a little bit more loop and hammer. Go ahead and get ready, don't swing, get ready, don't swing, get ready, get ready, get ready, don't swing. As you post this bag, walk away from the bat, I want you to look where the bat's pointing. Pointing to the parking lot. I want the bat pointing towards the pitcher. Don't swing yet. Make sure you grip a little bit out here, but get it in here. Point that bad boy up in here. This is going to flip and come back down. Okay? Lower body. Now you're a little out of sorts right now. Just kind of tuck it with your wrist. Don't use your arms. Just use your wrist a little bit. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, 2 more. Good, 1 more. Nice finish. Good job. Need a little water? Good, Coach. Okay, good. Good. So now, in addition to doing those drills there are a number of drills that we can do with heavy bats, light bats, one-handed bat, loop and hammer with one hand coming through until you really train your hands, okay? So there's a number of other drills. We could do 3 hours of the loop and hammer drills. We start with small bats, working through medium into large from different positions, 1 hand, 2 hands, backside, front side, putting them all together so that everything is just smooth as silk, all right? So we're going to switch now into something else. We're going to switch into pre-swing routine, stepping into the box, all right? So, changing the venue now. We're off the loop and hammer. We're into a swing. Hitters have routines. Pitchers have routines. Fielders have routines. Coaches have routines. If you establish solid routines, you're controlling the process by which you're chasing results. We're all chasing results. We become a result-oriented society, unfortunately. If you focus on a good process and you refine that process as you move forward and you improve that process, your chances of having good results start going higher and higher. Okay? So one of our processes is how we step into the box before we get ready. So we're going to work on a 10-11 step routine. All right? So hitting actually starts in the dugout where we're analyzing what the pitching coach is calling on the other side, what the catcher's calling, what the defense is doing. We're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about as you step to the batter's box and you're stepping in. Okay? So, pitcher has a ball. He's not your friend. He's on the other side. He's going to try to maybe move quickly on you. Sometimes he's wild. You have to protect yourself as you're stepping in. Now, we gave you a helmet, and you're stepping into the box. He's trying to control the game. It's up to you to control the game. It's you and him right now. It's you against him. There are 7, 8, 9 other players waiting for something to happen. But this is a battle against you and him. This is a one-on-one, man-against-man situation. All right? So as you step in, you're always going to step in with your right foot first. We never step in with the left foot. We don't walk casually into the box. This is a war zone. This is a trench. This is where warfare happens. This is a dangerous place. This is a place you can have a lot of fun. And this is a place you can make a lot of money. And this is a place you can make a name for yourself. This is your territory. You have to own it. When you step in, what you're going to do is you're going to look at that pitcher before you step in to make sure he's not throwing the ball. You're going to put your eyes on him to make sure you're safe. You're going to tell that umpire, chill out, relax, slow down, I'm coming in. You control that pitcher. And the umpire will put his hand up and say, slow down, this boy's not ready. Okay? So you're telling him to control him. You're watching him to make sure he's following his instructions. When was the last time you thought about that? Yeah. Okay? So when you step in, you're looking at him. You're going to put your hand up and step in with your right foot. You're going to put your hand up and tell him, chill him out. I ain't ready. I'm not in yet. I'm climbing onto a horse right now. Hold the horse steady. Okay? So it's right foot first, right hand up, head on the pitcher. You're going to take that right foot and you're going to start getting comfortable in your garden right here. You're looking at him, you're moving some dirt around. That other guy dug a hole someplace else that you don't like. This is your anchor. This is the foundation to the building. This is where we're going to derive ground force from. This is our platform for power. This foot has to connect to that ground at the right spot with the right tension, or we're not going to get anything accomplished. Everything depends on this right foot coming in properly. So you're going to find your spot, you're going to look around a little bit, you're going to dig that hole, make sure it's about where you want it. See that hole in the carpet? That's from right feet, dig it in. Okay? So the right foot comes in, you get that right foot set. You set your knee, you set your hip. This side of your body gets set. You got your eyes on him. The bat's in one hand. Now this foot comes in and we line up the feet. We get our feet, knees, and butt set. Now we're going to start moving a little bit and getting a little waggle going. Okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to measure off the plate. 6. A little bit of waggle. 7. Come up, get relaxed. 8. Ready. 9. Loop and hammer. 10. Bam. On 11. I'm going to walk you through the steps. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bam. Every time. Now, if you foul a ball off, we swing and we foul the ball off, they don't want you walking away and taking a lot of time. So what you're going to do is you're going to leave this right foot in and you're going to step out with the left foot, announcing, I'm not in. Slow the game down. Now you reset. You figure out what you got to do with your wrists, with your gloves, with your shirt, with your pants. And you start that process right from here. And you come right back in again. Foul ball, step out, pick up the signs from the coach, fix your shirt, fix your pants, fix your gloves, tighten down, get your grip going, spit, figure it out, put on your helmet, pull your strap tight, climb back into the cockpit. Time to go to work. Got it? Okay. That makes sense?
Right.
Watch the big boys do it on TV. So we're gonna walk you. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. So it's 1. That's in the left hand. Hand up. 2 and 3 happen at the same time. Hand up on 2. No. Step with the right foot. Right. Step back out. 1, 2, 3. Get it going. 4. Right? Now we measure up a little bit. Make sure you're off the plate, right? Okay? Take a swing. Foul ball. Step out with the left foot. Tighten up your... A lot of times your gloves will just come a little bit loose. You get your shirt going. Tighten up your pants. Climb back in. You're going climbing back in. You're fighting a raging bull here. Tighten down those gloves. Take your swing. Foul ball. Step out with the left foot. Fix your gloves, fix your hat, pull your hat down, batten up, get ready to roll, send the message, spit, glare, okay? Let them know you're here, okay? Kick a little dirt with your foot, blow a little snot out of your nose, you do what you gotta do. We're digging in, baby. We got work to do here. We gotta knock this sumbitch on his ass. Good. Foul ball. Out you go. Okay. So we're going to simulate foul balls here and now. Here we go. And you're going to take a swing and hit. Okay. You go through your routine. Good. Foul ball, step out, look at your coach, pick up your signs, tighten down your pants, pull down your head, get everything ready to go, tighten everything up, climb back into the cockpit, adjust the seatbelt. A little bit of loop and hammer, and we rock, bam. Oh, we got a foul ball, step out. Now you got a chance to think about what happened on that swing. Did I rush it? Did I pull my head? Did I let my arms get around? I got to make an adjustment on this next swing. I'm not going to get a lot of chances here. Got to think about what happened there. So you've got 2, 3, 4 seconds to think about it. While you're doing everything, you're thinking. Your brain is moving fast. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? What adjustment do I need to make? Is he going to bring me that same pitch? Is he going to do something different? I got to get this boy. I'm going to get him right now. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Bam! Make sense? All right, now we're going to do it from the beginning now. No foul ball. Give you two pitches where you're stepping in fresh and new. Hold that umpire. Place that right foot. Dig the right foot in here. Don't hold that umpire late. Get him in early. Get that hand up before you step in. This is a dangerous box. Good. Step out. Coming up to the plate. Step out all the way. Feet, knees, butt. Push that ground down. Lots of weight on the back foot. Little loop and hammer. Little wiggle waggle. Bam. Step back out. Bend that elbow a little bit. You don't need to go like this. You're going to bend the elbow a little bit. It's nice and casual. Little bend in the elbow. Tell that umpire what to do. Good. What do you think, huh? You like it? Comfortable?
There you go.
That makes sense? Can you feel yourself bringing that into the game? Okay. So it's your routine. You refine it. Okay. I don't care what you got to do. You got to climb in. You're climbing on a bucking bronco here. This guy's going to be bringing it. We got battle to do. You're climbing into a fight right now. You're climbing into a ring. This is a boxing ring. You got to be ready to go. You got to be coming in spitfire and brimstone. And at the other hand, you got to be relaxed. Not easy. Okay? You can do it. Nice job. All right, why don't you go ahead and pick up. That makes sense?
Yeah, definitely. Right. It's a war zone.
It's a war zone.
We're coming out ready to fight. That's right.
You coming in to fight.
That's right.
We're going to get a job done here.
That's right.
We're only going to get 2-3 swings tonight.
That's
We're coming at it. This is it. I'm here. I've been working all week long to get to this point. Let's go. Let's dance. We're ready to go.
Another thing right there, you showing again, they tell them, don't do that. I'm saying do it. They say don't do it.
He likes to practice what you teach him.
Say again.
He likes to practice what you teach him.
Right.
But he practices every day, Monday through Friday at school. But the coaches, that coach don't want him to, he want him to do it the way he.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to get up there and bat, how the bat used to be loose. No, don't do that. Just stand there and hold it tight. Just like throw them off every time. I mean, here you come right back to the same thing he used to do when he was younger.
Because it's natural and it's correct.
So we are having a little, but I'm going to talk to the coach and let him know, you know, to allow him to do what he know how to do.
Yeah, because he don't know about it, he don't want him to do it. See, what you show him, he go do. But he tell him, no, don't do that. Because he don't know.
He don't know.
He don't know.
What I do with the video, I put it together.
Yeah.
And to get it to you, it's so big, I'll put it on YouTube. We'll give you the link. And then you can watch it over and over. And you can share it with your friends if you like.
What do you think?
This way he can see himself, you know.
All right.
And this will refresh him. He's
Okay.
very good.
Okay.
It reminds me of a great player we've had over in the DR. His name's Solomon. Okay, yeah, great kid, great attitude like your son. And in fact, Coach has told me he's coming back in a couple of weeks. He
Be
just left
careful,
a
it'll
few
fly out of
weeks
your
ago.
hand. I don't want it to hit anybody.
And, you know, he really appreciated
that stick
his
down there, the
video
stick.
also.
Go down there
So
and
you'll
swing
like
it.
this.
Don't let it
You'll
come out of your
share it
fingers.
with your friends and all. Maybe even the coach might watch it and say, you know, I see what he's getting at. Okay? And it will explain.
Oh. So he's working with a speed stick right now. It's a little bit dangerous to have it near anybody else, so it slips out of the hands easy. So this is a way to develop a little bit of fast twitch fiber muscle. Keep it flat, keep it flat. Flat. Keep that bat flat like the drill we did. But make it go quick. Snap it fast. That's it. Snap it. Baseball is a very interesting sport. You probably don't remember the name Bill Veeck. Bill Veeck was an owner of major league teams, and he really was a little bit of a carnival type of personality. And he wore a plaid suit when everybody wore a black suit. Okay, so he was an innovator, and he changed Major League Baseball. And back in the 40s, late 30s, 1939, one of his famous quotes was, they were talking about baseball, and baseball is very slow to change and to advance itself. And he said there's only two things in the last 100 years that haven't changed, and that's baseball and the paper clip. And my money is on the paper clip.
Yeah.
Now, if you went to an Office Depot right now and you asked for a paper clip, they say what color, what size, like red, green, blue. See, back then paper clips were all stainless steel.
Right. That's right.
They were all stainless steel.
Right.
He bet on the paper clip and he won. So, for instance, he's using a very light bat right now. Let me connect these two dots. And when he came in today, he had a heavy bat with a weight on it. And the traditional practice method in the on-deck circle, which precedes the at-bat, is to put a heavy weight on the bat so that it makes it easier to move the bat so that you can move the bat faster.
That's right.
Right?
That's not right.
And so they use sledgehammers, rebar, all kinds of different weights to go on the bat in the on-deck circle. And it's very much an entrenched tradition in baseball that the on-deck batter swings two bats or three bats. He swings something of a higher weight so that he's swinging something light when he gets into the plate. Because it's going to be easier.
Right.
That's the theory.
Right.
So the scientists, the baseball scientists, said, gee, I wonder how much easier it is. I wonder how much faster he's able to swing the bat because he did that. Let's find out. Let's test them. Let's test their normal bat speed. Then let's test them after they use the heavy bat and see how much they've improved.
Right.
And of course, it wouldn't be fair to just test one player at one skill level. We need to test various skill levels at various ages so that we can come up with some numbers and say for the older group, they have a 7% increase, the younger percent group, a 3% increase. However, some young boys actually did have 7%, and they wanted to quantify the amount of improvement. Because this was a very important theory that everybody believed to be true. Over a period of years, around 11 think tanks secured budget money for these types of scientific tests. And all 11 think tanks came up with the exact same result. Nobody's speed increased, and virtually everybody was slower. So now they said, why? This doesn't make sense. This contradicts every ounce of logic that we've had for years. So they continued to test. And they found out that when you swing the baseball bat, I got a friend calling me here. Amor, lo siento, estoy con clientes, estoy en el play. Okay? Y mira. Okay? Say hola. ¿Cómo está? Alright? Llámame en 1 hora más o menos, ¿ok? Si tú puedes, entiendo, tú no tienes wifi, entiendo, claro, entiendo. Ok. Ok, adiós, 1 hora más o menos. Ok, escríbeme. Adiós. Bye. It's a phone call from Cuba. So, they tried to quantify it, and they said, why? So that when they did the research, they discovered that when we swing the bat, we're using fast twitch fiber muscles, not slow twitch fiber muscles. And when we're swinging something heavy, it engages the slow twitch fiber muscles, and it puts the fast twitch fiber muscles to sleep. Therefore, we shouldn't be doing it. Every high school in the United States swings a heavy bat.
That's right. That's right.
Wrong. Do the research. You get a light that, and you light up these quick hands. Hands come too fast.
It's better perfect example. It's better 34 instead of 33.
It's too big. And he should be swinging a smaller bat.
Coach
So right
told
now,
the coach told me to get a heavier bat.
of course, because heavy's bigger, heavy's better, heavy's stronger, heavy's tougher.
Everything just wrong.
Okay. So he's, all right, come on back now. So he's just working a little bit fast twitch fiber muscle. We light up, get those hands really moving fast. All right?
Swinging a lot of bat.
All right, so we're running out of light, so maybe we'll talk a little bit. Let's pull a couple chairs over, Paul. And then I can work him in as it gets. Come on over here, we're going to talk for a couple. So we're here today because of you. Your mom and dad are here today because they love you. I'm here today because I love you and I love the game of baseball. We want you to have success. This is a very difficult game to have success in. All sports are, whether it be basketball, football, volleyball, whatever it might be. It's a journey. It's a process. You have a lot of capability. You're a great young man, and you've got a great family supporting you. We use a program called Long-Term Athletic Development to make our decisions about what we should do next. Long-term athletic development, when we talk about long terms, we're talking about macro cycles, whether it be business, finance, schooling, education, baseball. Macro means large. What we did today was a micro cycle. It's a small cycle. Your season in high school baseball is a micro cycle. Your 365-day cycle, what you do during 365 days as you prepare for your future success, is the micro cycle. I'm more concerned about the macro cycle. The macro cycle is going to occur over 3, 4, 5, 10-year period of time, and what we're going to get accomplished and how we're going to do that. But if we don't handle the micro cycles properly and logically, then we reduce the probability of success for the macro cycle. And for you, college baseball is very much in your horizon, and you might want to play some pro ball. You want to play some pro ball? Okay, we got a lot of work to do. Okay? You have to understand that when you are a varsity high school baseball player in the United States, you've accomplished quite a bit, and you're a pretty good player at that point. So if we had 100 varsity players, we've got 100 very good players. If we have 100 Texas high school baseball players, we've got 100 really good players. If we have 100 Florida varsity high school baseball players, we've got 100 good players. Their families are proud of them. They're proud of themselves. They all have a goal, mostly, to play college and pro ball. And they're on their way. But then there's a problem. You see, if you need a ride home, you can go out on the road and pick up a bus, and every 15 minutes that bus comes along. Around 8 o'clock at night, it's about every 30 minutes. Around 10 o'clock at night, it's about every 2 hours. And then there might be 3, 4, 5 hours where there's no bus at all. And you want to catch the bus, and you want to get the bus to take it where you're going. Okay? Well, in this particular case, those 100 varsity baseball players, 94 of those players are going to miss the bus. 94. If we ask all 100, do you want to make the bus and go to play college ball, play pro ball, they're all going to say yes. If we ask their parents, a very high number, 90, 95% are going to say, yes, I want that for my son. We're going to ask all 100, do you think it's realistic? Do you think it's possible? 75, 80, 90% are going to say yes, because my son is a varsity player. My son is strong. My son has a work ethic. I'm paying for lessons. We're on teams. He's working hard. He's got capability. I see how good he is in the game. So I believe in him. If 90% of those parents think that's true and only 6% are correct, that makes 84 out of 90 parents incorrect. Watch my math. I might not be perfect on the math, but I'm real close on the concept. And now we've got 84, 85 families, 85 moms, 85 dads really disappointed because they failed, and we've got 94 players saying, well, I guess I'll do something else. I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to drive a truck for UPS. I don't know. I'm going to do something different. Okay? I got to change my life. That's not a fun point for a lot of families. I watch families go through this quite a bit. My job is to protect you and get you on the bus. My job is to guide you with correct information, and my job is to give you the best guidance and mentoring possible, and to help you create a micro and a macro cycle that's going to allow you to get on that bus. Now, you're a junior this year. Junior? You're a junior. And you don't have any scholarship offers right now. Colleges are not calling you. Have you been to showcases? So you haven't been to showcases, and you're at a school that we are going to call substandard in terms of high school baseball. They will never won a state championship, and the last time they won a district was 15, 20 years ago, and they don't look like they're on the way to no districts or states this year. So you're in an environment that is very less than conducive to you catching the bus. So you would have to explain to me, or your parents or somebody would have to explain to me why that environment is going to be conducive to getting you on the bus that you stated you want to be on. Now, I know your mom has a plan here and your dad has a plan, and we've talked about it a little bit. And that plan includes being in the Dominican Republic for as long as possible to get you trained up on a full-time basis. And I want you to tell me what you're thinking about doing, because we've got to get the show on the road.
Pro ball.
Huh?
Pro ball.
We're going to go play some pro ball. Attaboy. That's what we're going to do. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. How are we going to do it? How are we going to incorporate? What are we going to do? What's the plan?
We have to train hard.
Okay, we're going to train. And what's the schedule going to be like? What do you want to do?
Every day is another training lesson.
Good. Every day. We're going to train every day. You're going to work every day. You're going to work hard every day. We'll get together on lessons as much as we can. All right? And what are we doing on spring break? What are we going to do in spring break? You're going to be with your high school team, or you're going to be with us in the Dominican Republic? What's the plan there?
I'm going to be training with the Dominican Republic.
Okay, good. So you got yourself a passport?
Yeah.
You're empowered? You're ready to leave the country? You're good to go? Feeling comfortable about it? Looking forward to it? We'll get you down there for 7, 8, 9, 10 days. You're going to be practicing 3 times a day. You're going to be getting up about 6:30 in the morning. And you're going to have your second practice done before lunch. You might have 4 practices a day. It's going to be more baseball than you've ever had in your life. You're going to be surrounded by some wonderful coaches, and you're going to be surrounded by a lot of committed ball players. Okay? So that's going to be a lot of fun. So that happens sometime in, I guess, April is when you're going to be going down. Summertime, what are we doing in the summertime?
Training with the Dominican Republic.
Okay, so we'll get you down there as soon as school's over. Okay? You'll be finishing up your junior year, and we'll get you down there for the summertime. It gets warm down there, but it's actually not as hot as it is here in Florida. Florida's even a little bit hotter. Okay? You'll be ready to go. You'll be returning as a veteran. You already know some of the guys. You'll know the routines, and you'll be in really good shape. Right. Okay, so now we come to the key part of the macro cycle as we look over the next 2-year period. The question is, what are we going to do from August to May? This is your senior year. I don't need you with senioritis, and I don't need you in their fall baseball program, and I don't need you in their spring baseball program. There's no colleges coming to your school. There's no colleges, let me repeat that. There's no colleges coming to your school to see you as a junior or a senior. They're not coming to your school. Now, there might be some pro scouts coming to your school if you've got a boy on your team throwing 95 miles an hour. You have anybody in your team throwing 95? Got anybody looking first-round draft pick? No. So that means the pro scouts aren't coming either. You got a girlfriend? You got a bunch of buddies that you need to hang out with? Is there any reason you need to be there next year? You sure? I mean, if you got a girl that you're going to marry, and you got 3 or 4 buddies that you've been hooked up with since childhood, and you guys are, supporting each other, and making sure one's going to West Point, one's going to Annapolis, and if you pull out, you're going to ruin the chemistry. We don't want to ruin that chemistry. Okay? But if we're staying in that school, we got to have some darn good reasons, and I don't know what those reasons might be. You would know best. Okay? If you've got a mentor there that's an incredible mentor, and he's getting you into Ivy League school, and you don't want to disconnect from that mentor or teacher or guidance counselor, that's a good reason for us to stick around. If you've got a mentor and 3 buddies going to Annapolis and you're helping them, and you've got a girl you've been in love with for a long time, and you've got a job and you're supporting your family at the house, and you're on the wrestling team and you're the state championship, yeah, we might want to hang around for a little bit. So are those things happening? Then we got to get out of Dodge City. Okay? That's my recommendation.
I agree.
We got to get out of Dodge City.
I agree.
Okay? So, now, it's very important that you graduate high school. It's very important that your academic profile be suitable for us to move you into a college so that when your baseball skills are ready, the academics are not in our way. And it's very important that you complete your academic component and that you continue to move forward learning so that when your baseball career is over and you're going to become an agent, a scout, a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, scientist, you've got an academic component foundation underneath you. Right. You've got the paperwork, and you've got the knowledge, and you've also got the thirst for researching and reading and being an academic person, okay, or a business person. So that needs to continue to move forward. So how do we move that forward? In the Dominican Republic, we have our own school. You can, as a Florida resident, you are able to avail yourself of the Florida Virtual Online School for free as a taxpayer. It's a pretty good program. There are a number of other programs that could be better if you wanted to throw $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 at it. Okay? So there are a number of online environment presence that offer different types of services, different types of interaction, different types of tutorials, different types of student-teacher interaction and monitoring. So those are things that can be researched. We have a variety. We don't have 2 students on the same program at our school. Each of them are taking different types of programs. We've had good luck with all of them. We will modify your baseball schedule during the day so that you can attend class during the hottest part of the day from 11 to 1, something like that, right, for 2 or 3 hours. And then you're going to hit the books. And you're going to be in a classroom. There's a supervisor there helping you out. You'll have a portable computer. We have 2 Wi-Fi systems, so you're up on the internet, and you're going to be like in a college environment. It's not a high school environment. College environment means you're kind of on your own a little bit. We're going to back you up. We're going to guide you, but you need to be a little bit self-disciplined as well. Right. Because when you're a college baseball player, you're going to go to class on Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, but not Thursday and Friday morning. You're on the road. You're traveling. But the teachers don't care. You got to get your homework done. You're an athlete. So now if you're in the airport, if you're in a bus, you're in a hotel, you're in the locker room, you're sitting in a hallway someplace, it don't matter where, you're getting your homework done. So it's a college-type environment in the senior year, which gets them really ready for college.
Right.
All right? Then we'll decide, we'll see how your skills develop if we're going to be doing a gap year and give you that 1 extra year to really catch up to your group. Gap year now is becoming very, very popular. Very often we'll turn on the TV, a college game on TV, and a young boy comes out on the mound. He's a freshman, and you look at him and you go, wow, he looks pretty mature for a freshman. And then you look up in the media guide, he's 21 years old. Well, that freshman should be 18 or 19, not 21. So somebody held him back 2 years because they were planning this day when he was on TV.
Right.
Okay? And there's a big difference when you're 21 versus 19. There's a lot of maturity, physical, mental, emotional maturity. There's a lot of growth between those 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And there's no rush. Our school system that starts on the same day and ends on the same day and graduates on the same day is a broken model. It does not work. This is not a race. This does not get everybody out at the same time. That model of brick and mortar schools, everybody starts on August 10th and ends on May 15th. You got to be kidding me. That doesn't work. It's about you. It's about how did you do? How did you progress? Are you ready to move on to the next level? So we'll decide on the gap year after. All right? So you ready to be a full-timer down there with us? Oh, it's going to be exciting to have you. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You'll figure out when you come back for the holidays, come back for family functions. You know, you come back for Thanksgiving, you come back for Christmas. You know, you have a family reunion, you come back for a family reunion. We'll break the year up. So it's a flip. Instead of going down there 2 or 3 times a year, you're coming back home 2 or 3 times a year. Your family can come and visit. Your family can come on vacation. They can come down and observe and see everything that's going on. What do you think? Ready to rock? Good job. Good call. Good call, guys. Nice job. I think it's going to be wonderful. Huh? Nice job. It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
It's going to give him the best possible chance for success
Right.
in both college and life and baseball. We don't want baseball to drive the train, but he's a baseball player.
Right.
But he's going to be a family man. He's going to be a businessman. He's going to be a student. He's going to be a university graduate. He's going to be a doctor, dentist, lawyer, scientist. I don't know why. He's a smart guy. So he needs to be able to be down there on his time reading books, researching on his own, traveling, learning about new places, new experiences. That's how we grow, baby. That's how we rock. All right? Awesome. Good. So we're losing a little light. I wanted to hit you some balls. Let's do that. Actually, let's see. We worked on the hitting. Oh yeah, we're going to use the golf club. Go grab the golf club. We'll stay on the hitting right now. Clear this space right here.
Pretty good, huh?
How come the lights aren't on?
It's Saturday night, and they might not go on.
Oh, those are on. That's what was throwing me off.
Okay, so we're going to work a little bit more on the wrist now. And we're going to use the golf club. Go ahead and bring this. So we're going to work right off this mat. Yeah, you go ahead and just bring any balls over there. Just pour the balls on the floor here. Just pour them out. Okay, so we're just going to work on a little wrist action over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to scoop that ball up. Okay, and just going to pull the ball in here. We're working on a curveball swing from underneath. Okay, and I want you to finish up high on the finish. Okay, so you're going to get down in here, and I want you to come up all the way. Okay, so you're going to come up all the way. I want your hands to come up all the way. Okay. Never saw this drill before, did you?
No. Never golf.
Yep. Go ahead. Just go ahead and get it with your wrists and bring it up high. So you're focusing on 2 things, wrist and getting up high on the finish. Yeah, I make it look easier.
Little lower. You got a little lower. Lower it down so you can hit it. And you can speed it up.
All right, Paul's going to show you how to do that. Yeah, Paul's going to show you how to do that.
Yep.
So get underneath it, lift it up. Work on the wrist. Up. My gloves up. Up.
phone. That he used to. I think. Tiger Woods. Make him scared.
Hey, with the wrist, it's all on the wrist down here. All on the wrist. So this is a continuation of what we did before with the wrist and the finish on a different plane. This is how we're going to hit the curveball. So remember we had 4 phases of learning. Right? So we're struggling to get out of 1. We're going to try to approach 2 soon. And now we're coming up through 2, aren't we? Right? That's why you don't have to throw the website. Just relax. Hey, relax. It's in the wrists. Don't have performance anxiety. Just relax. Let everything flow. That's it. Good. So that goes back to the bell curve. I don't know if you saw the bell curve on there. The bell curve of stress and anxiety for a student as he's coming through levels. Level 2 is where the most of the stress is. So now we stress relaxing. Don't worry about the result. Just relax. It's going to happen. He's pressing. It's got a lot of things going on through your brain. So as a teacher, we have to be most patient in level 2. In level 3, we start to become more technical. In level 1, we're just explaining the basics. So how everything changes for the instructor, because he's observing where the person's at on the scale. Good. So I'm going to give you some balls now. I'm going to just watch. I'm going to try to. This is a little bit hard. We're just going to flow, okay? We're going to flow. We're just going to flow. Okay? We're just going to flow. Pull it in and flow. Okay? I want your body to flow. Just relax. Don't try to get too perfect. Okay? Just let the club flow. Let your body flow. Pull it in and let it flow. Okay? Pull it in and let your body flow. Just flow right through. Okay? Just flow right through. Okay? Just pull it in and flow. Putting some flow into your motion. No. Swing a little slower and gentler. That's it. If you hit about an inch behind the ball, if you try to hit it right about back in here, okay, the club will come through. Okay. Try to hit the ground. I want you to hit the ground. Take a divot. Hit the ground. That's it. Hit the ground. Attaboy. Bam. Where'd that one go?
Keeping your dad busy out there.
Oh, yeah.
Come all the way through. Go ahead. Let your body finish. Even if you miss the ball, let your body finish. Atta baby, that's what you're looking for right there. That's the one we're looking for. Let it flow. Don't go too fast. Just come through nice and smooth and flow. That's the idea. You're on it. You're on it. We're hitting that curveball, right? So we're going to finish with our hands high. That's it. So we're working on some body movement here for him. Just getting his body to flow. I want your body to flow. Okay? Slow down the swing a little bit. Slow it down. Don't try to hit it so hard. Come through smooth. That's it. That was a good one. I like that one. Nice and smooth.
Break the candle.
That's a new one.
So what the coach says, does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
It's right. Like you have so many stories where parents go to home. Oh, he's 19. What did he do? What did he do for 16, 17? I don't know if they had great yet. But Jimmy started working with him when he was 9 years old. He's working with his brother and you right now. Who's probably Jake just got a full ride to Vanderbilt. And the coach could tell the story better. But he got an offer to be drafted. So he chose to go to college first. Then when he comes out, he's going to have he's going to be a pitcher. Jake's a great kid. So this is a good time for you guys to think. Okay, how's he going to get the catch?
Let your body flow. Let your hips. You're going with your arms. You need your hips.
So you're there.
Flow.
You're there in the Dominican
I
Republic.
go there.
Oh, did you get that ball that was over here?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's tough work for the guys. But that's what
Let the hips flow.
really good.
Nice.
Hoping part of the program is to make young men into future leaders. How do you get them?
Good.
Teaching them manners, teaching them skills, teaching them to say thank you to the cook, thank you to the woman who cleans, thank you to the carpenters, to be
Right.
not feeling idle. So it's more than a baseball program. I can see this guy. Yeah. So but we have a lot of positive, arrogant kids there. You know what I mean?
Attaboy, that's a good one.
But when they go there, they find out, well, I was the best of the country. My God. Like this place, look at all the talent. So they have to try hard.
Nice and easy. Bring it through smooth. Almost finish slow.
Have you been to the DR? No.
Yeah, first time.
It's a very nice facility there. You know, when we first went there years ago, it was like, guys are living here. And it's sort of like boot camp. And it's rough. That's what they have to get used to. As the coach tells the stories, you know, you don't start off flying off on a jet, private jet. It's like you're on an old truck traveling around, you know, the sandwiches, and it's a rougher life. So this takes a soft kid and toughens him up. But now I think it's too soft. But that's for us too.
Yeah.
Flow like water. Think like flow. Flow.
Yeah, there's a video that I put together of what happens there during the day. You know, from early in the morning. They'll go, not every day, but they'll go to the beach. And they have a tough workout on the beach. It's like the Navy SEALs, you know, working out on the beach.
Right. Everybody kind of like trim down. Huh?
Oh yeah. But trim down the build up also.
Right.
You know? And in just a couple of weeks, young guys are forming muscles they've never had before. And they get trimmed down.
Yeah.
Again, your son, you know, I just met him. He seems like a very great guy. And, you know, he'll enjoy meeting Solomon. Is Solomon going to be there for spring break?
Solomon's coming down here to Florida next week.
Oh, he's coming here. I thought he was going
He's
to.
coming here to train with me so we can talk.
Is he going to be there for spring break?
I'm not sure how long he's staying for. He's staying for about 2 more months right now. This is his 4th or 5th trip into this. Wonderful young man. I'll try to get you guys together with him in the time.
I was going to say that.
We'll have to make a point. He'll be in town for at least 3 or 4 or 5 days, and you should make a point of coming to meet him. He's a college boy who has been down through there with us in Baltimore. And he's been there about 4 or 5 times. He's just a really wonderful young man.
And he's progressed so much. And that's what you want to hear.
Right. Right.
His father's a wonderful man. And his father was a church elder with Deacon. Just a very, very spiritual man. He's very wise. He's a village elder, you know. Probably in his early 70s. And Dad had come to the Dominican Republic with us. Dad's going to fly down on February 1st or 2nd. It'd be wonderful for you to meet him if you could. He's coming in just to have lunch with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come in to Florida. I only said February 1 or 2. He's coming in just for the day to meet with me so we can discuss his son's future. And how old is Solomon? I think Matt's 22. So I'm not 100% sure. Alright.
Did you tell him about Junior from the islands? Do you think you learned something tonight?
Oh, yeah. Every time we go.
Yeah. Every time we come.
It's fascinating. Yeah, I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about this.
Here's an interesting picture of the success story. This is a mom who was a softball player, and they live in the Virgin Islands. My son is very nice to America. So we met them in July a few weeks ago. And I started to use predominantly right-handed hitter. He checked his eye vision for predominantly right. And I said, look, you're a left-handed hitter. This is your future. This is what you need to do. I know that you haven't pursued it to this point. You're a very good right-handed hitter, but you need to be a left-handed hitter. So Mom was questioning it, chuckling it, and questioning it, and we had 1 or 2 conversations this week. And I said, look, when Mo's on the left side, and son's a lefty, that's where you're going to read it. So they were debating whether to do it. So they put him in he was selected as one of the top 100 players in the United States. So he was here for a banquet and an award to receive that award as a right-handed hitter. And I said, no. So she did some research, she talked to some experts, and they decided to put him in the game left-handed today. And she just sent me the report. And she said he had 4 at-bats left-handed, and he had 2 doubles and a 85 Is that all? Yeah, is that all? Okay. She's chuckling. She says, I guess you know something.
The coach has an eye like you wouldn't believe. Things that he sees, I've got to play it back, slow motion, and look for it.
So I guess you know something.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
Get a little dark there.
When you hit the ball, it goes in the bush. Flow. I want you to just flow. Don't try to snap it. Just come through and finish. Okay? You're hitting the ball over the fence now. This is a home run. Nice high finish. Come through the ball and finish it high. That's it right there.
Oh, okay. So you're like backwards, huh? Born here in Florida? Down to Jersey. I was spotted there. So how long you been there? I followed my parents down back west in 92. Okay? Well, I can't really do this stuff. And never want to go back. Crazy. Fort Lauderdale's a little bit crazy. I'm in Stewart, you know where that is? Yes.
Yeah.
It's quiet. It is. The sidewalk up. My mother got sick a few years ago. I went up there to help her. Then we put her in the nursing home.
Hey.
So for 4 years, I stayed up there.
Okay. Get the loop.
So I'm down here for excitement. This is big time. Yeah. Do you have other children?
Yes, I have daughters. They're much older.
All the way through finish. Finish.
We wanted a little bit of that and both of them.
No, not necessarily. Only good pitches.
Yeah, but for strength. No, I mean strength in the middle. A little bit of curve would do a lot. Can they do something to put a little curve on?
We're going to do a lot more pitches.
Well, once they put up the wood, they're ready to start pouring.
Yeah, I understand. It's very complicated. Communication is very complicated. We're going to have a certain amount of trust. Just make sure it's pitched properly, the water is shedding off the property.
Does he will be able to understand the coaches?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
We're learning with a Spanish here on the way, too.
And as well he should. You better put some of that. Some of that. You know a little bit. You don't know a lot.
Oh,
Coach likes to have a lot of Spanish. This conversation before maybe 2 words on this.
So how many coaches over there, Coach?
Very excited about that coach. These Cubans, breaking them a lot more different. There's so much to baseball. Are there any layers to baseball, Coach? At least 2 layers. Catching and hitting, is that it?
finish. That's beautiful right there. Feel that? Feel that finish?
Yes.
That looks pretty. Same thing now. Finish. All the way through the finish.
I think you see the video on YouTube, see what's your son playing, and also listen again to coaches' theory, the best way to get him into college.
So how do we find us on?
Oh, I give it to the coach
Okay.
because I just stick it on anonymously YouTube, okay? Because it's so large,
Right.
you can't transfer it. And this way, they'll give it to you, and you just hit the button. It's right there.
And the one that you put the you got a video for that.
Oh yeah. The coach can share that. We actually have men that it helps people, it helps players, and it helps the parents understand the whole system.
Finish. Nice finish.
Oh,
That's it.
there you go, man. You're trying to knock it right down the ball.
Yeah, it sort of looks like that, coach. It looks like it's going from unless it's going from the center out. They need to take a few more shots with a little more distance. Really, now I'm seeing the whole picture.
Gotta do a couple more, okay?
All right.
Nice. See that finish there?
Oh yeah.
You don't have to swing fast. You want a nice smooth thing. So this little ball is sitting still. It's hard to hit. It's on the baseball. Moving. Oh, that was one of your best ones yet. Did you feel that?
Oh yeah.
Hold on to that feeling. That's right. See the difference in them?
So where are you getting the
sitting there, and it's there the next day. How? How did it do? I actually got some things for free from him. I go that yeah.
Nice and easy.
Looks like a window. See the window? That must be a window. And it's coming from the center. That's the center. But that really looks like the back here. Because look.
I just checked it out for you.
Yeah.
I wanted this roof.
Hey.
One.
Nice and easy. Oh, it's two. Nice and easy.
You got shock drawers on it?
I've got to check. Shock tickets.